Alrighty, we are back with episode 35. Um, and of course, we're always having technical difficulties. We started using this new thing with Streamlabs last time. Um, I tried to get some help from Streamlabs to get this working, and if you do not respond to their very quickly response right
Yeah.
away, they close the ticket.
Oof. Oof.
I mean,
Okay.
they're spot on with oh, I see them already frozen. But anyways, they're spot on with answering questions,
Uh,
but I'm not used to that. So, oh great. I have the awesome freezing here. But I'm not used to that. So I like send them a message and then they respond to it and then like, okay, so I haven't heard from you since. I'm gonna close this ticket out. It's like,
so
what
then
the
you start the process all over
yeah,
again.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know what's going on with my video now. It's all we can never get things right. It seems. Jeez.
Yeah, it seems like there's always something,
Uh,
but that's the world that we live in, isn't it, Will? The tech
it's
world.
rough
So
that we have to worry about these things.
I get it.
But
Yeah.
how are you, Kevin? How are things on your end?
I'm good. I'm good. Busier than I thought I'd be, both personally and professionally. Always a lot going on, but I thought fall would kind of slow things down a little bit. No such luck. Just seems to pick it up. So
Hmm.
but I've got pumpkins to carve and you know all the things around the house I should have probably done. Leaves are starting to fall, and this is the time of the year where I regret having such a big yard because then I have
Mm-hmm.
to you
For
know
sure.
rake all the leaves. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I've been
not
there.
doing too bad. No.
Huh. So you actually carve pumpkins.
Yes. So I yeah. The short version is farm guy basically. And so we've got pumpkins everywhere. And
Okay.
so we've got a bunch sitting on our front porch. So they're just kind of decorated there for autumn or whatever.
Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
then it's yeah, we'll carve them. We'll put the typical jack-o'-lantern thing. We'll put a candle in it and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always a big deal for the kids to kind of like take out the guts of them and
Okay.
everything. So
So,
I end up having to do most of the work, but
okay. Mm-hmm.
it's still a fun time.
Um, we've found out in our many years doing it as a family that we all suck at carving. So, like 2 times ago, either 2 or 3 years ago, we decided we aren't carving anymore. We will
Okay.
decorate pumpkins. We're all for
Okay.
that,
Sure.
but we either a have like a art kit that you just stick stuff on it, or we draw on them.
Nice.
Like
Nice.
with a stencil, or we just draw on them. With paint and
Sure.
whatever.
Yep. Makes
But
sense. Makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I cheat a little bit and I use like a Dremel tool. So
Oh
instead of
snap!
oh yeah, I'm not doing the whole like scissoring through it with a
Yeah.
butter knife thing. I'm like
Mm-hmm.
bzz, 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 done, you know.
Nice.
So
That's
I've
that's
learned.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't have a Dremel, so there's that. But that's cool.
Yeah.
All
So
right. Well, let's get into it. I
sure.
really didn't have anything for spilling the beans besides that it is Prime Early Access uh, on Amazon right now,
Uh-huh.
today
Yeah.
and tomorrow. Are you getting
Yeah.
anything?
Um I think I bought a few things before and I would get myself into trouble if I made
Bought any
any
more?
purchases. Yeah. Um I'm kind of even
Yeah.
struggling to see anything that I needed.
Yeah, same.
There's always a deal out there. There's always some type of sale, but
Mm,
I really didn't see anything that caught my eye. Um, well, I mean, I saw things that caught my eye. I just didn't think it wasn't something that I really felt like I needed to like hit the buy it now button. So,
right. Yeah,
um,
I put something in my
yeah,
cart. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it, but
mhm,
we'll see.
yeah, yeah. It's
Um,
always nice to see what's available, though.
hmm
But
Yeah,
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 I know you and I were talking earlier. Were you looking at doing some 3D printing or miniatures for
yeah.
Space Marauders?
So,
Okay.
I
I don't know
did.
if you were willing to share some of that or not, but
I brought them. I brought them all here.
nice.
I don't know how I'll come through on this, but we got a.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the captain. Uh,
Hmm.
I forget his name, but uh, that's the captain
Yeah.
of the Desperado. So this will be a Animal Clan miniature.
Okay.
He kind of is alienish, but I also thought he looked kind of like a rhino. So I was like,
Right.
hey,
Right.
we're gonna use him as Alien Clan.
Might work. Might work.
These miniatures were actually made for another project that someone else made.
Mhm.
These are not my models. I did not make these, um, but I bought the commercial rights to produce them. And I was like, these would fit uh, Space Marauders just perfectly.
Yeah.
At least I thought so. So hopefully others do as well. And I will have these up probably tomorrow on my Etsy page.
Okay.
But and then here we go. This is my Pioneer. This is actually just a it's a
Okay.
female bounty hunter,
Right.
but she kind of looked a little like old school. She had a gun on her hip. And I was like,
Yeah.
I could kind of see that. This is totally
Oxygen box. You have to get the adult Happy Meal that's out. I don't know if you've seen that.
nice.
It's
Yeah,
like the adult version.
yeah. Uh-huh. Can you guess which one this is?
Uh, Let it focus a second. Is
Yeah,
that
it's tough.
Cyberlights?
No, this is going to be
Yeah.
United Stars.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This one will be Cyberlights.
Okay. That makes sense.
He's
I'm
got
gonna have to
like
pick
a
one of
little
those up, put it on the shelf.
patch
Yep.
on his eye, and he has a bunch of tech everywhere.
Nice.
This is gonna be for our anarchist. He doesn't even have a gun or anything, but I was like, he just looks like he would fit in with the anarchist guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's got the
he,
swagger, kind of that
yeah,
look. Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
He's like, I don't need to show you my guns. Uh, whatever. But
Yep.
so those are the six that are going with the Space Marauders theme. I have
Mhm.
many others actually printed that are gonna not be with a Space Marauders theme.
Okay.
But I will also have on my Etsy page. They're just space themed. But
Cool.
these
Cool.
six are going to be dedicated to my Space Marauders themed miniatures. So, yeah,
Nice.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice to
And
see you tie things into things and
yeah,
kind of
exactly,
have a physical representation too, which is always cool.
for sure. Whenever I make the Space Marauders board game, you know.
Right? Right?
um, Another thing is with these six, uh, you can't really see the detail on this camera, but once I take a picture of them in my photo box, I mean, you'll be able to definitely see the detail on them. It is amazing. Um, I did have a few prints that the layer lines were more visible, which I don't know what was happening there, but most all these the ones that I brought uh, just showed you were
Hmm.
amazing. The detail. So, and I was really pleased with the resin I'm using. So at first I used this straight up, but then I kind of saw this YouTube of this one person who was like using the same resin as I use straight up. He's like,
Okay.
just use a dash of this with another resin, and you'll have the best uh, prints. Uh,
Oh yeah.
so that's what I did. I used some other stuff that doesn't is very brittle.
Okay.
Um, so I'm not going to do this because this is a really good miniature. But if I drop test this with that other resin,
Yeah.
it would break. Um, and I've drop tested these already, not this one,
Mhm.
because this one is really good condition. But the other ones, and they didn't chip, they didn't
No
break at
problem.
all. So
Nice. Nice.
I was pleased with my drop test.
Awesome. Awesome. Sounds good. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Nice. Alrighty. Well, enough of that stuff. Should we get it back into our building? Um, let's swap. Oh, we lost Kevin. Kevin, can't hear me. Not sure what happened, but we'll continue on. Um, so last time we left off, we got our skill built. We changed some strings with it. Now we're going to start to learn about collecting slots turn by turn.
Am I
Um,
here?
ah, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm here. Alive. Uh, what I missed? I
Not
failed to
much.
drop that. I could see chat go, and I just wasn't part of the stream. Um,
I do. I just saw that. That's awesome.
yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Well, I am
nice.
here, and I am ready to jump into some code.
So yeah,
Um,
I was just saying that we were talking about collecting. We're going to be collecting slots today, and what a slot is. I believe we're going to learn about that as well. And we just lost him again. I don't know what's going on with him, but anyways, uh,
I'm here. Am I still here?
oh,
I heard you talk about me the whole time. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with me either. I'm here. I'm hanging out. I see everybody. I don't
I don't
know.
know what's going on either, man.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
we'll do some testing later.
oh my gosh,
Maybe.
it keeps on dropping you.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? You again dropped from the other thing. Oh,
I Can you hear me?
uh-huh.
Okay, because I hear you echoing
Yeah.
in my ear.
You
And
shouldn't now.
okay, I don't now. Yep. Okay. I have no idea. I have no idea. Um, not real sure what's going on.
So to complete this module, you'll need to sign into the developer console and then open QuakeTime skill. Blah blah blah. All right.
The Kevin slot is empty. That's right. That's normal. That's normal. Um, okay,
That's it.
where did we leave
So
off? We were
step
at
one,
module three of module three,
module
four,
four.
or collecting slots. Okay, cool.
Yes. We're on step one, getting to yes. As you may recall, on the last time we were there, we changed it to say, I don't even remember. It says like, uh,
It was
welcome
bean
to Bean
something.
Time.
Yep,
Bean Time, right?
yep.
Welcome to Bean Time. How have you been? And so uh, now we'll see how many you can get. Would you like to play? So we have to change it a little bit um, to this. Oh, okay. Welcome to Caked Bean Time. I'll tell you a celebrity name. You try to guess the month and year they were born. See how many you can get. Would you like to play? So we will just copy this little string here. Um, oops. Uh, I don't know why there was single quotes, but whatever. Okay, I changed that little string there. And so now we need to hear if the user says yes, would you like to play? And the user says yes. So we need to do something about that. Um, and next, update the launch handler intent with a new text and a visual. Oh, these are the steps. Sorry. First, add yes intent. All right, let's go do that. That would be back. Um, I'm going to open this up in a new tab. Um, and then we are going to go to interaction model. We have intents. So intents are, we went slightly over these last time. We have the hello world intent, which is pretty much our launch intent. That says, uh, welcome to being blah, 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 blah. And then there is down here in assets, there is slots, and we need to add the yes, or sorry, we need to add the yes intent, not slot. So we can go to the Alexa built-in library, type in yes, add yes intent, and I'm going to actually add the no intent right away as well, because we will be using it. So I'm going to save that model. I'm going to go back to this, and I'm pretty sure. Um, okay, so this is what we did. I did it kind of fast. I will kind of just breeze over this. First, we went to intents and then added an intent. I searched for it in the existing intent library. I typed in yes. And then I added the intent, exactly how it is in this instruction. And then I saved the model. Uh, okay, and now if we click on assets and then click on interfaces in the right pane, scroll down to Alexa presentation language and click the toggle on but or toggle on toggle. Uh, I didn't even notice. Did we lose Kevin again? Or are you still here? Kevin, can you hear me?
I can hear you the whole time. Can you see? Can you hear me?
So you can hear me now?
Can you hear me? I could hear you the whole time, and I was replying in Twitch. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I could hear everything you were saying. Can everybody in chat hear me?
Yes.
Good thing I
Okay.
didn't say anything stupid. Um,
All right. So we'll go do this right now. So we're going to go back over to this console into interfaces right here. And then we have a few interfaces, but the one we need is Alexa presentation language. Presentation language. Gosh. I guess you have to have a pause in there. I don't know. Nice, oxygen box. All right, so and then this switches it on for everything. Um, I didn't even know there was a mobile small. Is that new? I don't think that's in the other thing, the console for APL. Um, we don't want portrait. We're gonna take off portrait, and we're gonna take off round. You don't have to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. If you want to do it for portrait, oh, this one's portrait as well. That's why mobile small. That's portrait as well. So then we're going to save interfaces. I believe we're going to build now. Yep. And then click the build model. So this is going to build this interfaces that we just turned on, and then all those intents we just added, the yes and no intent. So yeah. Hey, there you're on the stream. I really don't know what's going on. But
all right.
Kevin, you got anything to say about what we just did?
No, I agree with it, and I like it, and it's nice to see that this was updated to include some new things like the visuals, and later on you'll see some of the troubleshooting steps that they've added too. So
Great.
because previously this was kind of outdated, it needed some tweaks and some updates to match the dev console and things. So yeah, this
Gotcha.
is nice.
Awesome. Um, so we're building that. Next, we're going to create an APL, a simple APL. Um, and yeah, we'll copy this code.
Yep. And
And then,
something I will say though is if you're learning this for the first time, some of this is good to just copy and paste, but other stuff is nice to actually type out, like
oh,
your
for
speak
sure.
outputs and things, and then even customize them a little bit to to just be a little bit different from the tutorial. That way, you're kind of understanding where that piece actually fits into that puzzle.
Well said. In the instructions, they tell you to make a folder, which I always do. I call my folder for APL documents, uh, and then APLA I call audio. Um, you don't have to do this at all. It is just a nice um, uh, good practice to separate your files into different folders. Then it's well organized and easier to find.
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
I just named mine start.json. uh, it is nothing really. I can tell by this version. um, it was a bit ago. um,
Yeah, yeah.
Probably last year actually.
I think you're right. Yeah, probably
um,
mid. Yeah,
so the
probably the
new
middle of the year.
new version is 2022.1. Pretty sure that's correct. It's been a bit since I've actually typed that in, but we'll find out. And there is 1.5 now on layouts. Uh, that is just so you're getting everything possible uh, in your APL. So if you want to do something really special that is only in these later versions, you have to make sure you have the correct version. So that's why I usually try to keep everything up to date
Mhm.
on my documents.
Makes sense.
Um, all right, so I saved that. Um,
Catching up to you here just to see where you were. Um,
so I don't know what what this is supposed to be.
so
Uh,
the new code will check
that
to
was a
see if the
piece of cake.
request type,
Bye.
and then checking if the intent is Amazon. Yes. Okay. Consider changing this strings a little just so you know you got it right. Okay, that's cool. So are we at step 6 then? Now that I caught
No,
myself up a little
five.
bit. Oh, 5. So did we
What handler is that supposed to be for?
this method is always supposed to return.
Oh, it's just the launch handler. We don't need to do that.
Yes. Yeah. Looks
That
like
was
it.
just confusing. This number five was confusing because it just said change in module three to the follow script,
Mhm.
but they could have just said instead of changing module three in the launch or the hello world handler or something like that, change
Right.
change it to say this. And we don't need to do this, but this is just a step to see how we are changing things. But we already
Mhm.
did that in step three when we changed the text. So I'm skipping that one. I don't know why they did that. Um, in place of this string, oh, copy and paste this string. But they also mentioned this earlier at the beginning of this page. So, not sure why we're changing this again. But, okay. We already did this, is pretty much what I'm saying. Um, okay, now we need to make sure we're bringing in our APL document that we just created. Um, I'm just going to um, call this start APL documents, and then start JSON. And for JavaScript files, you do not need to have this .js, but for JSON files, you need the .json uh, to actually find it. So, um, so that's what we did just there. Now we're checking to see if uh, the device supports APL. If so, we are going to um, have all this jazz put in here. So I'm going to actually replace this section here. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. That works. Interesting. I I normally um what I do here is um have an if else, but they actually didn't have an if else because they're if uh it is whoa. Okay. That is interesting. So this is new to me. So if it is an APL doc or if it can render an APL document, we are going to add this directive of this document to the response builder. So then we just return once. Wow. This is awesome. Welcome back to the stream.
My back.
Your your visuals.
I never left on the StreamYard side or Streamlabs side of it. I could see myself the whole time, and then I flipped over to Twitch and realized I wasn't there.
So are you exiting and then coming back?
I didn't do so. Originally, I was, but this time I didn't do anything. Not a thing. I was in the middle of screenshotting you. I'm gonna send you a Discord thing. Um, I sent you two screenshots uh, that I took at this basically 10 seconds apart on Discord. One I'm in Streamlabs, the other I'm not in Twitch.
Hmm,
So I
that's
don't get it.
crazy. So
But I'm
did
here.
you
I saw that. That was weird. Um,
have you seen
the
this? The response
That's
builder
new.
part?
Yeah, that's new to me. Is that new to you as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh
I was digging into it a little bit.
Oxygen box. Have you I don't know how much you do with APL, but is this new to you as well? Um so this is great. I love it. I love this
Hmm.
approach to it. It's a lot simpler. Uh I think it's way easier to understand what's going on.
Yeah,
Um,
more intuitive. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, exactly. So this is cool. I'm glad I'm learning something doing this. So let's build it and see if it says something, right?
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to save it. I'm going to deploy it, and we're going to test it out. So yeah, it should just say yes, play some cake time. Uh, that's all it should
That's ours.
say. Uh, and then
Ours is
now
gonna say
the
bean.
next one will be, oh, I don't think it says bean time because I didn't change it.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
but now it will. Dang it! I got click happy. Um, and then next we will be adding the yes intent. Um, man, all of our
What were we
I
looking for?
hate me to understand what's going on. But I was just reading it,
Okay.
and uh, I hate reading things. I should read it out loud, but I don't know. But let's just try this out.
Sure. So you saved, did the whole build, deploy, all that?
Yes.
Okay,
Welcome
cool.
to Bean Time. I'll tell you a
I
celebrity
trusted you.
name
I
and you
just was
try to
making
guess
sure
the month
everybody
and year
else,
they were born.
that's what you had to do.
See how many you can get. Would you like to play?
It did not build it.
Okay. Did we rush it? And we are in development. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All that.
You know what? I did that all in the wrong intent.
Okay, yeah.
That's what my problem was.
Yep, yep. I had to flip back to the Twitch to see that screen, but yeah, you're right. Yep, if we pull that out,
So
it
I
should
didn't
be.
have it in the launch. That's the only thing
Mhm.
was different.
And this is just like we planned, Will, for a
Hmm.
teaching moment.
Yeah, exactly. And this is making a lot more sense now. Um,
Yeah,
so we have this intent request and then a yes intent, which will go to the hello world intent. We'll replace that hello world one. So
right.
I'm understanding their process now.
Hmm.
And I'm clicking through these so fast because I don't know where I'm supposed to be. All right, that was saved and deployed.
Okay.
Let's go back to test. Hopefully, I deployed it. I guess we'll find out.
The wrong intent to the wrong O.
Welcome to Bean Time.
Nope,
I'll
I didn't. I didn't deploy it. I didn't even save it. Dang it!
Whoops, whoops.
Oh man, this is going well.
I'm just glad I'm still here. That's nice. Haven't touched anything. I haven't even took a breath, to make sure that it's not me.
Pretty sure you're breathing.
You don't know that. Um,
Oh, I
yeah, I
forgot
don't know
you're a
what the
part
story is.
robot.
That's right. That's right. I'm a ghost now. I don't have to breathe. But yeah, I don't know what the story was there, but we're here. We're doing it. We're getting through the tutorial. Hopefully things are making sense and
Welcome to Bean Time. I'll tell you a celebrity name and you
Hey!
try to guess the
there we
month and
go.
year they were born.
Nice.
See
Nice.
how many you can.
Okay. We don't need to hear that whole spiel. So I wanted to make sure that uh, it was displaying our APL, which it
Hmm.
did. Now uh, I'm looking at the time, um, but we are going to put this in
Hmm.
our hello world and then change the hello world to a game handler. Um, at least
Right.
that's what it said. So I put this little double ampersand,
Hmm.
and then Alexa, get intent name, handler input request envelope equals the yes intent.
Right.
Um, and I have too many of these. I can close this. Too many windows open. And we are going to name it. I know I saw it here. Where did it go? We'll just call it. Uh, what will we call it? Bean
Or
intent.
with
Bean
yeah,
intent.
that's fine. Yeah, we'll keep it consistent with our theme.
So you have to, if you change the name of something, make sure you have them in the add request handlers at the bottom in the index. That
Yes.
is very
Very
important,
important.
or else you will have errors.
Yep.
Um, all right. Um, all right, and then all we're gonna put in here is this little APL as well.
Hmm.
That says you said yes, you made me so happy. Um, whatnot. We do not need to have this JSON because we have it at the top of the uh, thing, and then also we do need a speak output. So
Right.
uh,
We will need
think
that.
of what we're going to tell the user there.
So we could say like, "Welcome to the bean handler." Hey, um, welcome to.
Okay. Oops. I don't ever like to have single quotes on strings. I usually use double quotes or backticks. Backticks
Yes.
are
Yeah.
great for if you're putting in uh, uh, variables within your code or
Template
functions or
strings.
whatever you
Right.
want to put in there. It's you just write it as a single string. You don't have to concatenate your string.
Hmm.
Unlike with single quotes or double quotes, you would have to concatenate with that. And I'm not going over that for that's a basic
Right. Right. Yeah,
development
it's a basic,
stuff.
yeah, concept
So
of code.
welcome to the bean handler, where we handle your beans. uh, Getting a little crazy here.
I guess so. I guess so. But yeah, that's going to be your speak output. That looks good.
Neat. And so we are still using the same APL document. We are just changing the title and subtitle. That's all that is on that APL document. And we're doing that right here in this My Data and Data Sources section. That is what is being changed within the APL document.
Hmm.
Um, I can just briefly run over that. As you can see right here, we have a primary text and a secondary text, and it is looking at the title and the subtitle. Um,
Right.
Also, you see my data, but you see payload right here. Payload is actually whatever you pass within this data sources object right here. So whatever is passed in here is the payload. Sorry, is going to be payload. And actually, you could change this as well. You could change this to uh, space maraud,
Yeah.
marauders. I can't even spell my own thing. So you can change this to this, and I'll. Uh, oh my gosh! And I'll show you that you can literally change this to whatever you want. It's
Hmm.
just normally payload. So,
Right.
um,
Right. Yeah, this is a good demonstration for what's able to be changed, I guess,
yep.
and how the pieces of the puzzle fit together, like I said before.
Okay, so we're deploying. Um, and I think we're gonna stop after we get the yes intent to working. We'll probably stop there. It's getting pretty
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think we have a little bit of testing to do on some stuff and
Yeah, for sure.
take a couple notes on what's going on, and we'll be good to go.
Keep your grubby hands off my beans. Alrighty, we're deployed. Let's go to test tab, and we named it bean time.
Welcome to Bean Time. I'll tell you a celebrity name and you try to guess the month and year they were born. See how many you can get. Would you like to play?
What?
Uh,
That's a new.
that's
I know I've changed that
good.
before.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah, definitely. Um, I don't know. Maybe just
I know I've changed that before, so I don't get it.
did we? Sorry, I keep like looking so close to the screen. It's just real small. I'm trying to look as well.
Yes, what? Action box.
All of it.
Yes to testing. Yes, you can change that. Or yes, that changed. Or I don't know.
Welcome to Bean Time. I'll tell
I
you
really
a
should have
celebrity
had that.
name and you try to guess the month and year they were
Whatever.
born. See how many you can get. Would you like to play?
So I'm going to recant that you can't change that. They must have payload as a special verbiage within that JSON. So, but I know at one point in time you can change it.
I'm gonna have to look at that. Yeah,
Welcome to the Bean
because I've
Handler.
been brushing up on some of this, and
All right, we got yes working as well.
there we go. That's
Yeah,
progress.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
progress.
Uh, yes, intent. Oh boy. All right.
Sure.
So we got the yes working. Um, I already made sure to tell you that you have to make sure to update this as well. They still have Hello World in here, but I changed Hello World
Hmm.
to the Bean handler. Um, and this just also tells you a little bit about the test console, how it tells you some syntax errors um, sometimes. Also, you can check for CloudWatch, um, check CloudWatch for errors as well.
Right.
Um, the last thing it tip was to retrace your steps. So what did I just do? How did I break this? And it wasn't broken before, like I did by changing payload to Space Marauders for some odd reason why it's not working. I don't know. Anyways, so I retraced my steps. I was like, okay, this is where it's broken. Changed it to payload. We realized that that's what fixed it. So we didn't do CloudWatch this time, but I'll show next time. Help me remember about CloudWatch errors. I want to actually have a decent error uh, to try out. So
Sure. Sure. That
um,
sounds good.
alrighty. So
Cool.
that's where we'll leave you guys today, except I do have a bean of the week. So
Okay.
um, let's jump to bean of the week. And my bean of the week is Gambody. I always call
Okay.
it Game Body.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. What is this?
This is a 3D printing STL place, but
Oh,
these
okay.
STLs are phenomenal. They
Yeah.
a lot of
Wow.
them are movable, like this.
Huh.
My humongous mech warrior. Uh, don't judge on the paint job. I really rushed my paint job, but I have a little human person up here to show the size of the mech.
Yeah.
Um, and then so like the arms move, the legs move, the the hips move. The I have to be kind of careful with this. Is okay. The torso moves. Yeah, a lot of these things are movable, and like the hips is a ball joint. Same with the feet is a ball
Okay.
joint. So it's pretty neat that it's a ball joint, whatnot.
Hmm.
The only ones that I had troubles with was this joint right here. Um, these are two different pieces right here.
Yeah.
Um, so I had to uh, um, do something special with that to get them actually, what I did is used masking tape. I put some masking tape in that joint,
Right.
and
Right.
it stuck more, so um, it wasn't like coming out. So yeah,
Nice. That makes sense.
great resource to get your very high detailed STLs. You can
Yeah.
also get other stuff. Actually, you can get 3D printing printers and stuff like that also on here. But there's some free stuff. Like all these masks are free.
Yeah.
I still haven't printed one, but I want to.
Huh.
Uh, yeah, it just tons of stuff.
Yeah. Typically, I look at like Thingiverse or whatever, like those
Yep.
types of places, but this
Yeah.
is a step above that for
And this
sure.
is not free. It's definitely
Right.
it's a paid, but they also have deals because uh, like this one, this Yoda is 1624, regularly 24. I was looking at this mech here. This is a $30 mech,
Hmm.
and I mean that thing looks wicked, and it's
Yeah.
on sale for
Yeah.
18. But the thing with mechs, man, it's a lot of work.
Oh,
Those
I bet.
things are
A lot of
a
pieces, a lot of
lot of
detail.
pieces, and a lot of printing. I
Hmm.
mean, that printing it was over a week,
Oh, I
printing
bet.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool place. So that's what I got.
Oh, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
How about you?
So my bean of the week is something I've been following for, oh man, probably 10 years now. And it's majorspoilers.com. And they are a like comic book, pop culture, um, like movies, that kind of little little corner of the web, I guess. And they have podcasts that they do about like a weekly show that I listen to every week. They have little comic book reviews if you're into that stuff. They'll
Nice.
do movie reviews and things, board games, tabletop games, all kinds of things. I've been a patron there for a while now, a couple years, just because I really like what they're doing, and um, a lot of the content they put out is relevant and up to date, and it's definitely high quality. You know, they put a lot of time and effort into their podcast. They have some videos on YouTube as well, and it's nice to just have those going. So
Neat.
nothing too exciting, but it's my own little side interest. And in major spoilers, I've been, like I said, part of their community for a very long time. They have a Discord as well that's free to join into, and there's always some good conversation in there. But yeah, definitely a recommend if you're into some of that pop culture, comics, board games, tabletop game stuff. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Uh, so speaking of comics, I just started Berserker.
Okay.
Have you heard
Okay.
of it?
I think so. Yes.
It is Keanu Reeves' comic book.
Yep. Yep.
It's not bad.
Okay.
The art, phenomenal. I haven't got into the story too much, so I'm only
Mhm.
like on the first comic. So
Right.
I'm still letting it, you know, uh, build, I guess.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I haven't wrote it off, but I haven't fell in love yet. But
Yeah. Yeah. That's typical. There's sometimes a slow burn. You know, they got to build up to something, or
right.
they got to really nail down your background and your storyline first, and then jumping into it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't had a chance to dig into it. I want to say, is it 13 issues or something they had planned? I don't remember.
So they have two. I forget, you're good at this. So what they like have a set of books or comics.
like trade
Uh,
paperbacks
there's
that
like
can collect.
five of them
Mhm,
are called something.
like a trade. Yeah, yeah. They
Okay.
collect usually like 1 to 4, 1 to 6 issues in them. Yeah,
Okay.
uh,
So
and then
they have two of those.
okay,
The second
yeah,
one just launched.
okay.
Uh,
I
and yeah.
I think that's where I was getting the 13 issues from.
Okay.
So they probably collected like issues 1 through 6, and then
That could
seven
be.
through 12, 13. Yeah.
That
So,
could be.
well, that's cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate everybody stopping by, watching this, listening to our ramblings and kind of our quick little tutorial, that little section there. Um, appreciate you bearing with us on the tech issues too. We'll have to spend a little time figure that out. It hasn't done it, so but I didn't touch anything either, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But
We'll get it.
yes, as Kevin said, thank you for listening or watching. And you can always reach out to me on Twitter, uh, Twitch, whatever. But my handle on Twitter is WRONGHOLT. Kevin?
And I am at KJ Evans 2787. And feel free, like Will said, to reach out and have a conversation. Always up for it.
Alrighty. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.